Hi, all. Welcome to your last semester at Toccoa Falls College. Can you believe it? I know you're probably very excited and at the same time nervous. Lots of changes going on between going into clinical practice too, the work samples coming up, and then trying to find a job, knowing you're going to be teaching full time during the semester. I know it's a lot. But y'all, we have been praying for you this whole way through, and we will continue to pray that God just gives you peace through this because you are doing what He has called you to do. And we are so proud of you and just so grateful to be a part of it. I just want to give you a quick overview of clinical practice as you're looking to get started. And we'll go into more depth into your syllabus and teacher work sample and some of those requirements as we move through. But this is just a quick overview, some reminders for you. The first of which is the fact that, as you know, you are to have 1,000 total contact hours by the end of the semester. Now, most of you after that first semester have anywhere from 500 to up to 600, 650 plus. Now, this 1,000, once you get to that mark, that doesn't mean you stop going to school and you stop teaching. That's not the end of it. This is sort of our baseline. We're telling the state this is how many contact hours minimum you're going to have. You're obviously, some of you are going to go over that. Keep in mind this semester in particular, I know some of you might have to travel to do interviews and such. You are only allowed 3 personal days, and there is a request form. Don't forget that it is on the course page that you fill out, and it has to be signed by the mentor teacher before the days are taken. So don't head to the interview and come back and say, oh, by the way, can you sign it? Just make sure you do that in advance. Keep, as a reminder, your lesson plans and your weekly reports are to be submitted on Fridays by 11:59, so we can keep track of all of that. Your completed I-keys always need to come in Sunday night by 11:59, and your PBDAs that same time frame. Now, as a reminder, some of you are certified as substitutes, and we love the fact that you can do that. But there are parameters, and I just want to remind you that substitute teaching can only take place outside of the field experience and clinical practice hours. You can't have your substitute teaching overlap with clinical practice. Keep in mind, we'll finish near the end of April, which means you can teach that section. You can teach into May if you are here or if you are local, all the way through the end of the school year of where you are. But you cannot count that time on your time log if your teacher's out and you're substituting in that classroom getting paid for that. That cannot be counted on your clinical practice time log. So also, if you're going to sub, you need a minimum maintained GPA of 3.0 and a minimum PBDA of a 2. And if neither of those are met or one of those isn't met, unfortunately, we can't let you sub. And if we find out that you are subbing and it's interfering with your commitments here at the school, we're going to revoke that right for you to sub because we want you to graduate. Substituting is great. It's some easy money on a day-to-day basis, but the real reason you're here is to become a teacher, and we want to make sure you guys focus on that. Next, when you go into clinical practice, and again, we'll talk more about this on another video, you're going to have 5 full weeks as the full-time lead teacher. That's the minimum. Some might remain full-time after that. Some may start to hand classes back over to their mentor teacher. But during that 5 weeks, your mentor teacher will become your co-teacher. You, though, are doing all the lesson planning. The mentor teacher isn't. They can give input, they can assist you, but you're doing the legwork. You are the one running the show at that point. Now, before you can get those full lead there for those 5 weeks, your mentor teacher will have to fill out the pre-full lead form, and that is on your course page, and we'll look at that again at another video, where once that is filled out and approved by them, then that is submitted to course pages that lets us know that you're ready to start, and we can transition you into that role. Quick overview of the teacher work sample. Keep in mind that this is cumulative through the whole year. I know you were already working on 2 sections in the fall, and that is fine. The rest of the sections are going to be completed this semester. And remember that this is student driven. Your mentor teachers should not be helping you with this. Your parents or Other teacher friends should not be helping you this. This has to be completed independently by you. This is the way you are showing us what you have learned and how you're going to use the information going forward. And this is your final evaluation for clinical practice. And this has to be passed in order to graduate and be recommended for certification through the state of Georgia. So make sure you're checking your due date on course page and the syllabus and keeping in touch with your supervising professor to make sure you're caught up with that. And as a quick overview, you're going to be evaluated 3 times this semester by your supervising professor and 3 times by your mentor teacher for those IKEYs. And keeping in mind those 10 standards that we're going to be looking at: learner development and learning differences, environments, content knowledge, application of knowledge, assessment, planning for instruction, instructional strategies, professional learning and legal practice and leadership, and collaboration. So all 10 are going to be evaluated every single time you teach. And we are just so excited again and just so proud of you for all you have accomplished. It has been hard work, but you have fought the good fight through it, and we're praying that you will have that persistence to receive the prize at the end. We love you and we're proud of you.